Thailand is the happiest country you will ever be in. And Thais are the happiest people you will ever meet. If you've ever been there, you'll know what I'm talking about. There's just this unbelievable lightness and positivity that comes out of every Thai person you will ever meet. And I've talked with a lot of my Thai friends about it. I've studied it. And there's one important concept that always comes up. It can be credited, their lightness and positivity and happiness. It can be credited to a lot of things. But there's one concept, an important concept that comes out of it, and that is Sanuk. And a lot of people always translate it to happy or fun. But I think it's an injustice to the concept. If there are words that can come close to it, it would be joy and peace. Sanuk it's a spiritual disposition. It's what is at the base of their smiles and easygoing personalities. And if you look closer at the softness of their gaze and the sweetness of their smile, and if you hear this phrase that they deliver so sweetly, and that phrase is "Mai Penrai," you will find a disposition like no other. One that allows them to be sovereign. They're the only Southeast Asian country that has never been colonized. It has allowed them to be strong, to be happy, and to be proud. So let's try to understand Sanok. Sanok is often translated as happy or fun. They apply it in their daily life. I mean, the Thais, they apply it in their daily life. If they encounter a problem, well, it's nothing. If something or someone sort of messes up their day, don't worry about it. It's nothing. Someone bumps into them and they drop all of the things that they're carrying. Don't worry about it. It's nothing. And it's not like they don't care, it's just that they don't allow anything to mess up their day. Lightness and joy and happiness, those are their top priorities. In fact, they don't compromise anything for it. Many of them would quit their jobs if they don't find it fun. Travelers can actually experience this through one of their festivals. It's called the Songkran Festival. Every year, I think it's April 13 to 15, if I'm not mistaken, Thailand participates in the biggest water fight in the world. If you're there and you don't want to get drenched, don't step outside, because you will get drenched and soaked. It doesn't matter by who. It could be by children or adults running around loaded with gigantic water pistols, or plastics loaded with water, or by people on their balconies waiting for passerbys with buckets filled with water. This festival finds its origin actually in a Buddhist festival, and Sanuk is actually a Buddhist concept, which is not surprising because Thailand is one of the biggest Buddhist countries in the world. This festival, of course, is not the only festival in the world that uses water, but you will never find another country that does it. Like the Thais, they take it to another level. But still, this festival doesn't embody the concept of Sanuk fully. Sanuk is the physical manifestation of their spiritual fortitude. It's their weapon for their soul and the armor for their spirit. It's their way of telling the world, no matter what you throw my way, you won't break me. It's their way of taking away the power from oppressors, from evil, from bad circumstances. You can give them your strongest blow. You can punch them as hard as you can, but you will never ever knock them down. It is often manifested in a phrase that you will often hear them say this, "Mai Penrai." It's sometimes people translate it or interpret that as don't bother, or never mind, or don't worry about it, or no problem. It's not them saying that they don't care. It's more like an assurance of what truly matters to them. Don't let this get to you. This too shall pass. It's a life principle that values a bigger picture, a long-term goal of achieving peace, and recognizes, in a way only a Buddhist can, that all that we have, do, and experience are temporary. What seems like a life or death problem in reality isn't. That in itself is the reason you should not allow a moment, specifically a bad moment, to dictate the rest of your life. And it can be frustrating, especially for Westerners. We're so um, goal-oriented. So if someone's having fun, we feel like things are not getting done efficiently, but not to Thais. They believe that happiness makes things better, makes people work better, makes results better, and makes every moment worth it. My Penran, don't let this get to you. This too shall pass. Happiness, fun, joy, and more importantly, peace are not things that you plan like we do a vacation. For them, it has to be integrated in everything that they do. It has to be omnipresent. It has to be in your work, in your daily tasks, in your commute, and yes, even in your sadness and tears and in grief. So, next time something ruins your day, try it the Thai way. Sanuk. Take a deep breath and say, don't dwell on this. This too shall pass.